Unit 7, Quadrilaterals and Polygons. Today we're going to be talking about a rhombus and a square and the properties of those. So a rhombus has all the properties of a parallelogram, and now we're going to add some additional properties. All four sides are congruent, the diagonals are perpendicular, and the diagonals bisect opposite angles. So for some of these problems, because we know that the diagonals bisect each other, we're going to have perpendicular right here in the middle. The diagonals form perpendicular. So we're going to have right triangles. So we're going to have a right triangle. And if we have a right triangle, you're able to use Pythagorean's theorem, which is something you learned in middle school. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, I'm not going to require you to use Pythagorean's theorem. You can skip those problems. But if you are ready for the extra enrichment and you see a problem that you can solve by Pythagorean's theorem, do it. I am willing to give out bonus points. All right. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at number 3. R to T is 22. So if R to T is 22, then R to V is 11, and V to T is 11. U to S is 18. That means this is 9, and this is 9. I'm going to go ahead and put this box in here so you'll know it's Pythagorean's theorem. Let's see what we can answer. So from V to T, I can answer that. That's 11. From U to V, I need to use Pythagorean's theorem to answer that. From R to S, Pythagorean's theorem. And from S to T, Pythagorean's theorem. So let me just show you how to set that up. Here's a triangle that I'm pulling out. And this side is 11. Here is my right angle. This is 9. And you're looking for one side. Okay? So all the tips I'm going to give you, a lot of problems you can skip if you're not using Pythagorean's theorem. Let's try number 4. Over here with number 4, what we know about the rhombus is that all the angles on the inside are 90. We also know the angles bisect, so if this is 38, this is 38. If this is 38, this is 38. This is 38, this is 38. I see a triangle here, and so I know that this angle in here is going to be 52 degrees. And if it's 52, this one is also going to be 52. And this one will be 52. Oh, and this one will be 52. So I'm able to go ahead and fill in everything. All right, those are the rest of the answers. I'm going to give you the answers to number 5 and see if you can figure out how to get those answers. There you go. Be prepared to explain how you got all of those answers. And if you can't explain it, then you'll have to ask questions and we will help you. So next we're going to talk about the properties of a square. You see the properties are getting more and more. All the properties of a parallelogram, all the properties of a rectangle, and now rhombus, and a square. So let's put it to work. All right, so in the directions, we know this is a square. We will be using Pythagorean theorem. It's totally up to you, or you can skip those questions. Okay, and so what do we know about a square? We know all the sides are equal. So if AD is 11, this is 11, 11, 11, 11. Okay, we know that all the corners are 90, and we know they're bisected. So 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45 degrees. So let's see what we can fill in now that we know that. All right, so this is all we can fill in. The rest we would need to use Pythagorean theorem. You're welcome to try it. You can actually skip it. You want the bonus points? Go for it. All right, let's take a look at number 7. It is a square. T to R is 17. So 17, 17, 17, 17. Find each missing value. So what is P to R? P to R and Q to S are going to be 17 plus 17, which is 34, and 34. How much is Q to T? We can take a look. That is 17. How much is P to Q? Ooh, we will have to use Pythagorean theorem. And knowing that all of these are right angles is going to help us use Pythagorean theorem. However, I can answer all the angles. Let's answer what is P to R to S. Start at P, go to R, go to S. For squares, that's going to be 45. S to T to R, S to T to R, that middle one, always 90 in the middle. P S to R, 90, and Q P R, 45 degrees. Welcome to the world of squares. With this in mind, you are able to do a few more practice problems in this section, and then after that you will ask for the independent practice. If you finish that, take a look at your next section. The next section is coordinate geometry, and you're going to have to do a lot of distance formula. I would advise you get started on that. Have a great day.